Hi, and greetings from day 14 of the 14-day challenge of changing your self-talk and changing your life, otherwise known as Stop It. Uh, Today I find myself standing on the edge of a hill, a little cliffy area that kind of overlooks the middle of nowhere, and I'm about a mile and a half from my house of where I used to live. Where I used to live, we're in a really, really beautiful location. However, we had absolutely no cell phone service and no internet. And so the no cell phone service made it not even possible to get that. Well, had I been of a mind, I could have gone into helplessness. I could have easily have gone into feeling helpless. But, on the stories that I told, I can't get out, I can't get a signal. It's 2 miles to this hill where I get signal right here on the edge of this. And I used to walk the 2 miles, sometimes in 15-degree weather, snowing out, and walk out here, and I would sit on the edge of this hill and I would talk to my family, whether I felt like I didn't want to do it or that it was a fun adventure. Completely and totally was up to what I was telling myself. It didn't have anything to do with the circumstances. It has to do with the story that we tell ourselves. I remember one time I was sitting at a table and some people were arguing about an incident that had happened on the ferry boat, and they said that person did this, and they said no, he didn't, they did that, and they got into a heated argument over 2 different sides of the exact same story. And so from where I was sitting observing this story, I just kept listening to them, and finally I just reached out with my hand and I set fly a bottle of water that didn't have a lid on it. I just whacked it real hard and it flung across the room, spiraling water across the restaurant floor. And they looked at it and they're like, "What did you do that for?" And I said, "I don't know. Why don't you tell me? Why did I do that?" And the one guy goes, just to get our attention, just to get attention. You just wanted attention." And I went, "Yeah, that could be it. That might be why I did it. You're right." And then the other guy said, "Well, she didn't like the argument that we were in, and she didn't like the talk we were having, and she just wanted to change the subject." I went, that could be it too." And they said, "Well, why did you do it? Why did you do it?" And I said, "Well, did any of you notice there was a mosquito on it?" And I hit the mosquito. And it's true, I did hit the mosquito, but I also hit the mosquito because I wanted attention. And I hit the mosquito because I didn't like what they were talking about. So everybody was correct if they would just pay attention to each other. So this little lesson that we did for 14 days on talking to yourself was about what is the story that we're telling ourselves about things. What is it we're saying? What do we really mean? Stop and take a look at what it is that you really mean. Because you know what? I was on my way home and I just decided I would come out here and show you this beautiful location that I was so blessed that when I really wanted to talk to my family and my friends, I would come out here and sit on the edge of this cliff. It doesn't let me show you the cliff because the sunlight's too bright coming in. It wasn't there a minute ago, but it's changed its mind about that. But it is a big, beautiful valley behind me, and I just get to sit on the edge of this cliff and look out and talk to my family. And yes, it was cold, but I was dressed for it, and so